All right, we move now to Easton, where one woman is sharing her frustrations with the town.
Specifically, she's having issues with trash collection. 47 ABC's Kylie Panetta is standing by live in studio. Kylie, what's going on?
Brooke and Ryan, Helen Knight Griffin is a paraplegic who has lived in Easton for the past 5 years. She says she's used to having to adapt to things because she uses a wheelchair. But for the past year, she's been trying to get help from the town when it comes to taking her trash out. It's a task most of us probably don't think twice about, but she says it's very difficult for her, and she feels the town isn't making it any easier.
Trying to just pick it up, I run the risk of falling. I can't do it. It's a physical impossibility to move it empty, let alone full.
Helen Knight Griffin, like many adults, dreads taking her garbage out, but not necessarily because it's a chore. More so because it's such a challenging task, since Helen is a paraplegic who uses a wheelchair.
But that in itself becomes even more difficult, especially on days like today when it's raining, or in the wintertime when it's snowing. I cannot even get out the front door, let alone to a trash can.
Helen says she's been working with the town of Easton since October 2018 to try and get some help.
To simply, once a week, on trash removal days, take my trash can 22 feet from my side of my house, empty it into a trash truck, and return it to the side of my house. That's it.
But she isn't happy with the responses the town has given her, including the option of paying for private trash removal.
I pay taxes in this town to have my trash removed, just like everyone else. And it's just fair. It's only fair.
47 ABC reached out to the town of Easton and received the following statement, reading in part, quote, "The town is taking this request very seriously. We're sympathetic to her situation and are researching. We need to ensure that any potential modifications to town policies and practices would be implemented uniformly. This is a high priority," end quote.
I also got in touch with the American with Disabilities Act, the ADA, and found the laws that apply.
According to the ADA, a public entity shall make reasonable modifications to avoid discrimination on the basis of disability.
It's just small adaptations that are very easily fixable.
Helen says she wants the problem to be resolved, but she also hopes to educate people by sharing her story.
And there are many people who don't have the ability to speak up. So I'm speaking for myself and for those who don't have that ability.
Helen wants to make it clear that neighbors and friends have and do offer to help, but she feels she shouldn't have to rely on other people because she pays for this service. She also wants to give the town some credit for adding in a sidewalk ramp and a handicap parking sign on the road for her. Ryan and Brooke.
All right, Kylie, thank you very much. And as you heard her mention, the town says this is a high priority, as it should be.
So 47 ABC also asked why the issue has taken more than a year to resolve. The town engineer says they're still researching possible solutions.